What up guys, today we are playing Hearthstone and we are climbing our way up all the way to Legend. Hope you enjoy. So now gold banner, nope. I'm gonna replace all three of them. All three of them. Okay, it's a pretty good end. We got the Righteous Protector back, but the other two are best in slot. Okay, squelch him up, and I'm not going to play. You know, most people would just get a Righteous Protector on the board, but we have way too many cards to buff. We have all the other three cards are buff cards. So this is going to gain a lot of value from our next 3 turns. And it will cost the same. It will always cost 1 mana. So it's a good investment. Okay, turn 3. I'm gonna play the... yes, I'm gonna play the other goblin. It's a warrior, this is already 3-3. So right now I will place it on the board. And we got 2-2 in bonus stats for waiting. So it's very worth it. We need more cards though, but we have the serpent, so it's alright. We're gonna get them. What's that? If your armor changes this turn, draw 2 cards. He's stocking up on cards as well. Okay, I'll just weapon up, hit, take his armor out and some of his HP. You always want to take the warrior's armor out. Every time you can, just clear it out, man. If you do that, you'll have a way harder time to clear your board. Because his entire deck synergizes with having high armor. So just clear it up, man. You know, it's just 5 armor, I'm gonna clear it. I would anyways, but you get the point. Now here's the deal. Many people would just forge and get Musculotron out. But since I have strong board presence, I'm actually going to just buff this 4 and get the serpent out. I will even get the drone deconstructor, which is fine because you get this copy to the... you get the... what's the call? You get a mini, I think that's what they call this. You get a mini back to your end, so you are still getting the same stats out of your weapon and out of Musculotron when you buff that you would if you had that. I spent Brawl, that's okay. What are we keeping? We kept the 7-7. It's not your lucky day, Mr. Warrior. Not your lucky day, man. I wanna save that pirate for later. So I'll just buff up. Forge. Buff the entire end. I don't have any more mechas. So I'll use the Sparkbot just as a standalone for pressure. And now he's in a tricky spot. Let's see what he plays. Let's see what he does now. I have Sankazel, so I can do quite a lot of damage next turn. If he's not careful, well, okay. There you go. Even though he didn't have armor, he can still do a decent board clear, but it's quite alright. Because we have Sankazel. So, here's the deal. I'm gonna hit him. Then I'm gonna buff up this mecha. And finish the game. There we go, boys. Alright, we got a warrior in our hands.
My blade burns with holy
Well, I'll send the gold banner and the audio medic out, keeping the weapon. 2 weapons. Well, that was unnecessary, but that's alright. The robot goes on the board. Rush, well, that's not great, but it's okay. Well, 2 weapons is not great, not at all. Because now if I buff up, that's 1 less minion to get the benefit from it. So I will actually not even buff up right now. Am I? 1, 2, right. But it's a warrior. I need some presence on the board, indeed. Yeah, I need board presence. I'm gonna have to do that. It's alright. Forge. And face, okay. Well, we are really not getting lucky here. Not lucky at all. I'll clear this minion. It face. Okay. Pretty good board presence for a turn 3 we have here. He shouldn't be able to clear them all. So let's see what he does. He still has the coin, I think, so he can play a turn 4. What you gonna do, Mr. Warrior? What you gonna do? We have the weapon for the next turn anyways. Unfortunately, we don't have minions, nor cards to draw minions. Which was quite unlucky, but we can play with that, and he just cleared the old board. Okay. That's alright. Deal 5 damage to a minion, then 5 damage split among all enemy minions. Well, he spent 5 mana on this because he had to forge it first. He forged something else again. It might be another one. Okay. That's good. It's a good card for us. We got the Musculotron. So let's forge and buff everything up. The Protector might be... yeah, he's strong. Very strong. There we go. We got a strong audio medic as well. Leroy is on 10 damage. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. Even though we have very few cards. The game... what is this? What? How did he get the Ziliax? On turn 5, summon the highest cost minion from your hand and deal 5 damage to it. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. So we're gonna have to sacrifice the few minions we have, which is not ideal, but it's gonna have to be done. I should have hit with the pirate first. That was a mistake. Now I will weapon up. Take 4 damage on the face. That's alright. A Ziliax on turn 5, man. And with the best, with the most expensive enhancements, I mean. Now that's interesting. What is this? 2 armor and draw a card. Alrighty. Okay, so he's just armoring up. That's what warriors do after all, isn't it? Okay. An outfit tailor. It is a nice card. It is a nice card. So I have to... Do I have to Leroy? I don't have to Leroy. Yeah, I don't have to Leroy. I'll try to do as much damage as I can. See if I can surprise him with a Leroy plus Taylor in a few turns time. It might happen or it might not. I do have to use the pirate now though. I do. I need some more damage on the board. One minion, even though it's 8/8 Divine Shield, it's not enough, man. Not enough. And even the pirate, yeah, I'm not confident that he's not going to just clear everything out. Gain 4 armor, yeah, he's gonna clear everything out. That's unfortunate. Well, I can buff up. That would be strong. Sankazel. Ah. So these are 3 very strong cards that work with each other. Thing is the mana costs.
Options.
I could Sankazel right now, Hero Power, and get my next turn ready, right? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Sankazel, Hero Power, and I'm setting up for the next turn. I didn't get a single card draw minion yet this game. Playing with 2 cards, 3 cards. It's tough, man. Quite tough. Well, I have 13, that's 4. Got the weapon, and after I attack, they will get +1/+1 as well. Yeah. We have a lot of direct damage here.
There's always room for dessert.
Not lethal yet, but a lot of damage. Okay. So I could hit him face, but I'm not gonna do that. I could buff this one up also. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Right. 1, 2. Yeah. I'll use it, even though I didn't attack with the weapon. It's okay.
You're gonna love the way you look.
Because I get the 1/1 from this minion being alive. Now I can still clear his minion. I will Leroy. Give all this attack to Leroy. And 22 damage in the face. And I can still clear one of the minions. Alright. Now he has to kill Leroy. He doesn't really have a choice. Maybe if he double taunts up or something like that. Well, even 1 taunt would be a problem with enough HP. Let's see what he does. But a minion with 22 damage on the board. He has to respect that somehow. I'm sure he's going to kill it, right? Warrior has a lot of board clear stuff. At least this deck is playing. Seems to have... Yeah, he has good. What is this? 3 times? That's not enough for a Leroy. That it? Huh. That's interesting. Very interesting, sir.
Come in here.
go.
way you
Hero
look.
power. And that's game. We got it! With a 27 Leroy Jenkins on the board. Alright, how close are we to legend? Ah, we're getting there. Okay, we got a druid now. Ziliax. Well,
burns with holy fire.
I could keep the Ziliax, but I don't have any buff card other than Sankazel, which is a cost 5, so I'll throw him out. You know, an early Ziliax against Druid, if you can buff him up, you get a lot of pressure on the board. And usually you might be able to stop the Druid before he scales up too far. But I have no cards to buff. I have one card to draw more cards, so we can use that to our advantage. I'm not spending the coin for it though. Especially now that he doesn't have a minion on the board to pressure me. I'll just get the bot out. We got a Divine Shield Spark bot. Okay. What's he gonna do? Alright. He's just setting up the game. That's what druids do. Just set up the future of his game.
I'm rich!
Okay, he just drew something special. If you are holding a dragon, gain an empty mana crystal. Alright, I'll weapon up right now with a coin. And we are in a good spot. We can even draw more cards if we want next turn. It depends on what he does. We might have to clear a big taunt minion. Maybe even 2 big taunt minions. Depending on what he drew. Yeah, there we go. It's not taunt though. Not taunt. That's alright. What am I gonna do here? 5. Yeah. I'm clearing the 3-2 so that I buff the Tigress. And now I have enough damage without having to sacrifice my card draw. My card drawing guy. My hand is getting pretty full though, which is good. Let's see what he does now. We have a good, strong minion on the board. 5-4 lifesteal. He's gonna kill it. Yeah. Okay. What else? What else? Wild growth. He's gonna start the next turn with 8 mana crystals. Not quite sure how to deal with that. Okay, I'll hit there. Need to get rid of cards, so I cannot play the Serpent. At least not yet. The Tigress will get me more cards in hand. So will the Instrument Tech. But I need some room. I will actually draw the weapon, even though it's 1 extra card.
To perfection.
I will now get the Spark Bot out. And do I want lifesteal these early on? Even though I'm full HP? I'm gonna play it, just for the stats. Not even for the lifesteal. Okay.
The best view comes under the heart.
Mista Vista. He didn't play any spell though. Replay every spell you've cast between now and then in 3 turns. But he didn't play any spell. So what's up with that? I got another weapon. I'm gonna forge the Musculotron. And right now, I'll clear this guy. Mr. Vista. I'll let you be for now. You can stay there, Mr. Vista. Mr. Vista, I mean. He's at 14 HP, so he's gotta be careful. He's gotta be careful, because we have quite a bit of damage in our hands with 2 outfit tailors. And we can play them both. If he doesn't taunt up, or... yeah, if he doesn't taunt up, and leaves at least one of the minions alive, the game is over. Now, is he aware of that? Probably not, you know. 12 damage out of the end. Well, I'm playing end buff paladin, so he should be expecting something along those lines anyways. That's still not taunt. He has 3 mana. Swipe? Does he have another swipe? He does. And he clears the entire board. A lot of spell damage the guy has. Way too much spell damage for my likings. Yeah, now there's 3. And I get 4 left. Okay, I'll take the damage in the base. I'll buff everything up. Now there's a few things, few options. But I think I should remain as aggressive as I can, shouldn't I? I should. So I'll get this mini out. He's already on 6-6, which is quite amazing. I will get the drone out because I want to see what I get. I got lifesteal, well, not ideal, but that's okay. So I'll clear this one, that one, and we should be fine. He's not going to... well, maybe he does. He only has 3 cards in his hand though. 1 turn left for the Vista buff to go off.
Stay alert, my children.
He played the taunt. Okay, I still have 4 minions alive though. So he's gotta do something about that. Another swipe. That's the 3rd one he plays this game. What's he gonna do now? Wow, aggressive. He thinks he's in a spot to be aggressive. That's cute. Well, that was not your best play, my friend. Not at all. So we're gonna buff and buff up, and we have a 24-23 minion just like that. He doesn't believe what his eyes just saw. He's struggling, and we're almost diamond 2. Alright. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you haven't yet, and as always, I will see you in the next one.